What's up guys, welcome to Life of Bliss. This week I'm going to be going over how I set up my rack for my home theater area. Right now I have everything just laying on the floor in my closet underneath the stairs. I really need to get it up and organized and just get that area cleaned up, so this is going to help out with that. I've got most of the equipment I'm going to be using laid out here on the table. First thing is the Navepoint 25U rack over here. I ended up putting another Navepoint rack in my back room for my network area for my house, and for the money I thought it was a great product, so I went ahead and went with them again for my home theater area. Next I got a trip-light surge protector. Everything is going to be running through here to protect from any lightning strikes or things like that. Everything else here on the table I actually sourced off of Craigslist, and I got everything for about $60 used. There are some 2-unit covers, some cable management bars, a 2-unit drawer here, and a couple of heavy-duty 4 and 5-unit racks. There are a few scratches on things. I'm not really worried about that. I'd rather spend more money on actual equipment than I would the rack accessories. So like I said, not too worried about it. So I'll go ahead and get the rack put together this evening and see if I can't get everything loaded on there tomorrow or the next day.
So we'll go over a few things as I'm putting it together. First off, it's about $230 on Amazon currently. I'll leave a link in the description below for the product. And when comparing it to similar products from other companies, it was actually very reasonably priced. Again, this has 25 units of rack space and can support over 1,300 pounds of equipment. It is compatible with all standard 19-inch rack equipment and can be used with casters or be bolted to the ground if need be. Another cool feature is that the depth is adjustable in 1-inch increments. So while it sits 4.5 foot high, you can adjust the depth from 22 to 40 inches deep. One thing to note is there are no instructions that come in the box, but these are found on Navepoint's website and are fairly easy to follow.
So it took a little switching around a few of the pieces there at the end, but here is the completed rack. These corners are what I was working on here at the end, making sure that these top rails were correct and everything was going in there correctly. Comes with some of these cable management hooks there, and it's got all the screws, well, some of the screws for putting everything together. I'll probably have to order more of those, but this is the threaded version. So it's got the threads on the rack there.
The closet behind the screen wall is where all the equipment will be, and as you can see, I really needed to get everything up off the ground and more organized. The first step was to route all of the low voltage and speaker wiring to prepare the wall to be closed off with sheetrock. I added a few lights so I could see in the closet, threw in some insulation, and finished off the wall with some sheetrock. Here you can see all the connections in the closet. I have several Ethernet and cable connections, an HDMI, and 3 Ethernet running to my projector, as well as all of the speaker wire for all of the speakers in the basement.
So now that I got the closet finished off underneath there, it's time to start mounting everything on the rack. I'm going to start with the heaviest stuff first on the bottom, which is going to be this Emotiva amp. It's about 65 pounds, so I'm going to put that on the very bottom. Next, I'm going to mount the receiver, the Yamaha RXA 3070, followed by my Crown XLS 1000 amplifier for the subwoofer. The PlayStation 4 will go on top of that for my video source, and then I'll probably throw this lockbox up towards the top to store controllers or 3D glasses or stuff like that. My surge protector I'm going to throw on the back side so everything can plug in the back and everything's out of the way. So I will start mounting the shelves and get this in the closet.
Since it was going to be pretty heavy to move the fully loaded rack, I moved it into the closet and started loading the equipment on it in there. From here, it was just a matter of starting at the bottom and working my way up. I finished off all of the speaker wire with wall plates, and it was time to connect everything.
So with everything hooked up, let me show you guys what is on the media rack. First off, I've got a couple of freebie shelves I grabbed off of Craigslist until I can build something a little bit larger in there for the Blu-rays and video games. And then up top here, we have the drawer to hold some controllers, remotes, things like that. Got a couple of 2U spacers. Next is a PlayStation 4, Roku Ultra, and Steam Link box. little further down we have a Crown XLS 1000 amplifier. That is for my subwoofer. I'm running a Dayton Audio 15-inch Ultimax right now. Next is the Yamaha RXA 3070. And then at the very bottom is the Emotiva LPA1.
Next we'll move to the back side of the rack. I mounted the Trip Light surge protector towards the top and tried running all of the power connections off to the left side while keeping the low voltage connections on the right side of the rack. This will cut down on any interference between the two. And while this isn't the best cable management, this is a lot better than it was before.
So as you guys can probably see, I did not finish off the top side of the closet here. That is because I have a few more wires to run for a couple of upgrades that I'm going to be doing here in the rack. So just like the 15U wall rack that I use for my home server, I am really liking this 25U rack for the home theater area. It is plenty sturdy enough to hold any equipment I could throw at it. I think it could hold almost up to 1,000 pounds, and it has plenty of room for upgrades in the future if I want to do anything. If you're interested in any of the products that I use, I'll leave links down in the description below. Be sure to like and subscribe. I've got some pretty cool stuff coming up. I got some cool speaker builds, plus a couple things I can't tell you about quite yet. But it's gonna be pretty cool, so you'll definitely want to check back for that. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you guys soon.
Say bye-bye, everyone. The video is done. Good job. Good job.